against your pointer finger, and that blade is going to rotate in your hand. You see the rotation? See, we call this like the little tang, like a little scissor tang, the back of the razor. Now, if you look at that, that's how we hold it. Now, when I come down, you see it's a straight line. See that? It's just a straight line. So this is just an extension of what, like, you know, you like steak or tofu, looks for both, okay? So it's like a straight line. And you learn to hold it with this pointer finger always locked down on the blade. And then you learn how to do the birdie song. Because this is where you're going to hold your comb. In there. Okay? So when you're going in to comb the hair, look where the razor is. You see? There's the imaginary head. There's the comb. The razor's away. Now, most people, when they start razor cutting, they're so conditioned to using this finger for their comb, they put that finger there. Oh. So then they go, now it's loose because I'm focusing on the comb. So then they go in, and there goes the nose. Okay? And when this gets loose, you cut yourself here, you cut yourself everywhere, you cut yourself. So you're going to learn how to train yourself to lock that down. This is not a gimmick. This is like years and years of practice and experience, and I've taught myself, and I watch every razor cutter out there to learn and pick up new techniques. And, you know, Gerard will teach me, Lena will teach me. We share technique. That's how you give and then you get it back. That's it. So this is razor aerobics. Comb, hold, place, cut. Look, see the hand? When you come to a class in the academy, it's what we do all together. Comb, hold, place, cut. Just get that motion right. We don't teach you how to cut hair, because you should already know how to cut hair. We teach you how to cut hair with a razor. Now we can teach you how to cut hair with a scissors too, but that's a different class. Now there's 4 ways that we razor cut hair. I'm just going to tell you the terminology so you can connect with it when you see 3 different cuts up here right now. Way number 1, we call closed razoring. Closed razoring is when the razor doesn't really move too much. For those people in the back, that's a very slight motion. There's the hair, and I'm using what I call the edge of the blade. So think about the blade. There's the blade. I'm going to hit the hair with the blade like this, and that's going to give me a cleaner line, a crisper line. So we call that closed razoring. Open razoring, there's the hair. We come down the shaft. That's open razoring. We're coming down the shaft. That's splicing the hair and removing weight, length at the same time. Yeah? So we use that for a layering and for graduation, open razoring. And we try to keep the open razoring to about 2 inches, which means you've got a 2-inch motion of open razoring. And you don't use all the blade, you use a little piece of the blade because you're precise. The next way which we're going to talk about is tipping. There's the tip of the blade. If you have a guarded razor, you've no tip because it's got a guard on it. So the tip we use for refining. And there's the hair, and you come in and you can look through the hair and delicately change the density of the hair. And then finally we have what we call full planing, using the entire blade to come down the hair to create maximum reduction of density. The last one is the most advanced. Stay away from it until you become seasoned. Because the last thing anyone needs to do is lose a client. Yeah? Last one, you don't need to lose a client. There's no need to lose a client. Every client is going to be yours for life. That's what your goal should be. But then once you learn how to razor, then you'll learn how far you can push the blade. The truth of the matter is you are going to have to practice, you're going to have to experiment, and the good news is when you get it, let me tell you something, your work is going to change. It's going to get better. You're going to be inspired. I go to work every day. I mean, I just did 2 great haircuts. I was so happy. The first one was hard. Is she in the room? My model? No. Okay, the first one was hard because she had very difficult hair, but I found her in a restaurant the other night and I knew I needed a model. So, you know, just like a young hairdresser, I'm still getting models. And the one I just did now